Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Near Mint Condition, a channel where you can be part of a positive, honest community and lay claim to some comic book knowledge. I'm your host, the Astonishing Melanie, and
I am the Uncanny Omar. What's up, everybody?
Together we are...
Oh, we haven't done that in a while.
Omnifusion!
That's for fans of the famous anime Attack on Titan. You all know what I'm talking about.
And White Cat Cosplay TikTok Tina is in the chat as well.
She just got a new baby. Kitten.
Oh, yeah. That's terrific, Tina. How's the kitten? Like, you already got... Yeah. Okay, you did. Cool.
So, hope everybody's having a good Saturday. This is your first Saturday stream of August 2022. You won't get another one. This is it. That's it. August 2022.
First. And I see there's 16 likes and 56 watching. So our challenge is, if in 5 minutes you don't like us, then you don't have to hit the like button.
Okay, wait, don't get kicked. Don't you do it.
Then perhaps, please.
Let's reword that.
What? That's fair. 5 minutes. If you don't like us, then don't hit it.
Oh, Omnifusion. Why? Thank you, Michael Evan. How are you, dude? And also, it would be Lydia sitting down here if we had fused, or Alicia. Fusion, probably Alicia. Morning from Central Illinois, right before we all go back to school. Yeah, my kids start school next week. So that's here in the state of Kentucky. I hope everybody's doing well. Rain seems to have slowed down a little bit, at least here. So still,
I was very impressed and grateful a couple of times. Went to different donation locations that there was a lot of stuff. And we just get emails about, not just schools, but like just businesses. Like my dentist yesterday, I went to the dentist. I got a filling. And they were like, here, bring this stuff. We'll take it out, next week and stuff like that. So,
yeah. So we've donated several things and probably still going to donate some stuff when things start settling down a little bit. Probably donate things that, that comic books, stuff that kids would really enjoy.
Thank you all so much for telling us, where you're coming from. Lionheart going to Boston Comic Con for his birthday.
Well, you won't be here, so happy birthday, my dude. You won't be here, but happy birthday. You know what I'm saying? Well, you know what I'm saying. Sergeant Savage. I read that as Sergeant Sausage.
Arjun, Cody's got the question. No spoilers on the chat. No spoilers from us. We are halfway through.
Mm-hmm.
And the episode 5 of Sandman, I didn't realize how tense I was until a character showed up and I was like, oh, he's going to make it stop. And I relaxed. That hasn't happened. It's only happened, 3 times in my life where I got that involved in a show.
Wedding Day?
Nope. Berserk. I genuinely prayed at the end.
Oh, yeah.
Of the movies. Game of Thrones, The Red Wedding. And I'm sure other parts as well. And then finally when Tara, is it spoiler? Something happens to Tara and Buffy. Oh, Buffy. So, highly recommend it. That's why we're geeking out with all our Sandman videos. Oh my gosh.
Okay. Yes. So I am emotionless. And I won't say a word until we review it. Hey, how are you? Here with a kitty on my lap? Are you at Tina's house? I'm going to turn in 3 more long boxes for cash to clean up my closet, including Immortal Hulk. I'm sure an omnibus will get released of that, right? Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure.
And Jacob, we did get our copy of Ice Cream Man.
Yes. Can't wait to do. I'll be doing an overview of that tomorrow on Sunday because it's the Sunday edition. That's what they call the hardcover. Very witty.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I understand. Partworks comics reader. Yep. I'm excited. That's our next one.
Yeah. The big thing was if 24 hours, or as they call it, I think they call it 24/7 in the TV version. If that delivered, then they get.
I was like, is it?
Then they get the point of Sandman, and that's all I will say. I watched Sandman season 1 in one sitting. Haven't done that with any other show. Omar doesn't have an emotions.
So much. Hype it up so much.
It's the worst show ever.
But it's just nice to get excited. Oh, guys, and I had my trades.
This nerd was comparing it.
And I was like, look, there's that line. Oh, that line in there, because I just read him for the top 10 moments video. And oh man. And I was like, oh, look, that's what he looks like in this panel. And
Call 1-800-COMICS for kids. Turn in your comics and help some kids.
Wait,
is that a real thing?
Real?
I feel like Michael jokes half the time, but he would never joke around about that stuff.
Mr. Galaxy Near Mint does have an official TikTok, and I'm assuming that's you who I follow now.
Let's hope so,
because
that would be awkward.
It's your art style.
Haven't read Sandman yet. Should I watch the show first or read the absolutes? You read the absolutes. Go watch the show next. Seriously.
I don't know if I would be this excited without the source material already in my heart.
We have a TikTok. I don't know how. What's up, Max? They summed up the show so well. Very impressed. Oh, yeah. I remained emotionless. What's up, Box Meat Pete?
Hey,
got my Ice Cream Man Deluxe from OPB going on the horror show. Yeah, it's good. It was one of my recommended horrors last year. Paper Girls. Yeah. Halfway through Paper Girls.
I know. And I love the Paper Girls characters. And I was excited. But it just... I guess I really appreciate that sci-fi element that they don't look like they have the budget for. And I get it. It would be confusing perhaps to go around in time so much, but maybe each episode be a different time period. I mean, they went to multiple or 1.5 episodes.
Look, we did it in the 80s with a series called Explorers, not Explorers, Voyagers. Yeah,
there's no 1-800-KIDS for comics.
Gosh dang it, Michael Emmond. Are the Sandman absolutes evergreen? They are supposed to stay in print. If you're new to the channel, if you're new to the show, when we say evergreen means that they are forever supposed to be kept in print. DC knows how much money they make, and that's why you've seen them reprinted with a black label. So yes, they are supposed to be. I think the Omnis are supposed to be as well. It's pretty much if it's Sandman, unless it's like, oh, what's his name? The guy that did the annotated Sandman, it will stay in print.
Oh, so, good, Mr. Galaxy. It's you. I follow.
So you don't need to read the comics to watch the show. No, but I think it will mean a lot more.
It would mean
a
lot because I was thinking with that halfway episode, I might be like, "Where is this going?" And maybe not give up, but I don't know. I can't tell because I read the comic. Good acting, right? Good direction.
Oh, you live in. Thank you for the super chat, Jeff. I live in Ports. We need to have a bell for every time somebody does a super chat. That's the new thing. So you can
ting.
No, that's not.
Ting.
That's close enough. I live in Portsmouth. Is that how you pronounce
Damon's home city.
I assume when you put ports
Dude, you ever see him?
And mouth together.
Wait, he was born in America and he moved to England? That's right, isn't it?
No, I think Jeff is from England. He's from the UK.
Oh. Why did I think it was Portsmouth, Oregon? Is there a Portsmouth, Oregon?
Sure.
Okay.
Do you pronounce it Portsmouth or do you pronounce it Constantine? Or how do they say it?
It's Constantine. It's an I-N-E. If it's
all these years, everybody that's been correcting me going, Alan Moore said it was Constantine. I'm like, no, he didn't.
If it has a vowel after a consonant, then that first vowel is long. Dude.
Yikes.
How was The Last Ronin?
Oh, excellent. One of my favorite reads this year. Good morning, Omar and Melanie, and I'm actually in my classroom this morning trying to get set up. It's that time of year.
Share like a picture or something. Email us a picture. Yeah, Omar, we couldn't yesterday because it rains, but he's donating one of his old bookshelves. Oh, K-Lax?
Yeah.
And I hope I have room. I got small.
No, that's a Billy.
That's a Billy. Oh,
yeah, you don't get no K-Laxes.
Anyway, it was raining and we couldn't haul it into the classroom.
Ain't no school kid worth a K-Lax. Don't take that.
Oh, I'm going to use my Cricut to number the desks.
All right, let me take a couple of these.
Okay.
Thanks for the advice. I wasn't sure which one I should do first. I always suggest people read stuff.
Or what if you read just the first two? Oh, what issue is it to? It goes into the end of the first two trades. Preludes and Nocturnes in Doll's House. Reading the titles, it looks like it's those two trades.
How's The Last Ronin? It's excellent. There's a follow-up is what I meant to also say. Omar, New X-Men by Grant Morrison or House Powers of X, which is better? Ooh, that's tough.
Oh, I think the art turned me off. I should give it another chance.
Hawksbox for me, but there's a reason why I don't like New X-Men as much as everybody else does. But I can't say why without going into spoilers. I love that it's stay mostly faithful to the comics. I think I really do think. I mean, you've got David Goyer, Alan Heinberg, who's worked in comics as well as TV shows and movies.
Shaking a lot.
But you have them with Neil Gaiman, so as the showrunner. So I mean, you know, you're gonna have some quality content. I mean, David Goyer, right? He wrote JSA. He wrote comics for a long time, and then he went over to screenwriting. Like he did Batman Begins and The Dark Knight, and I think he did Dark Knight Rises with somebody. Co-wrote it.
They even have the glint in his eye, in Sandman's eye.
We say the mouth short when it's a place. So Portsmouth.
Oh.
What is wrong with the English language? You put vine and yard together and it becomes vineyard. I need to make a whole freaking YouTube channel about that. You know how hard it is for somebody to learn English, even when a racist old lady's teaching you? Really difficult when you put vine and yard together. It becomes a vineyard.
Started.
Oh,
Portland, Oregon, maybe. That's what I was thinking. Oh my gosh, look at all these people.
Because you're late. You're late.
No, it's just
you're late to the party.
Oh, comic decorate. That would be fun. I think I need anchor charts. You know I'm talking about Rick Gear. So only behind my desk will I have all the geeky stuff. I don't have
Here, Rick said he can send us something.
Yeah. The near mint con.
At gmail.com. You know, the one.
Hey, Final Shadow, who always does our timestamps. With that said, the comics might make you enjoy the show more.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Morning, guys. Waiting on Gaiman and Buckingham. Miracle Man with the Silver Age in a couple months. Oh my gosh, I know. And I'm hoping that they will eventually collect those stories in omnibus format and let them wrap up their Miracle Man story. I can't wait for that.
Goosey says, I feel like Web of Spider-Man gets no love for reprints. Thoughts? Would love an Omni.
It's gotten, unless it's a crossover or unless it's part of a collection of a villain, you're absolutely right. It gets no, it doesn't, there's no epic, there's no trade paperbacks of Web of Spider-Man. I think Web of Spider-Man #1 has been reprinted several places, but that's because it's the classic black costume, right? Him on that building. So I think eventually we'll get, I mean, look, we're starting on Spectacular Spider-Man now, right? That's, and I'm assuming you're comparing it to like the X-Men love, like X-Factor gets an omnibus, New Mutants gets an omnibus, Excalibur gets an omnibus, Wolverine gets an omnibus. Why is it only Amazing Spider-Man? Boy, do I got news for you, bucko. Because, well, not saying Web is one of them or anything, but I've got 4 Spider-Man omnibus related titles that I'm announcing. One will be tomorrow morning.
June.
Two will be tomorrow morning. Do not get him excited. They're not reprints. 2 will be announced tomorrow morning, or today if you're part of our Patreon. They get early access. But
it's a $5 tier, $5 a month. Access to Discord, access to early announcement videos. Good deal. I see we have a super chat. Just going to first give a shout out to SoulCon doing a Catwoman omnibus giveaway. Would love a shout out. So is that your channel?
Where can people check you out?
Yeah.
Where can people join in for this giveaway, my dude? I love people that give back to the community, man. That's great.
Here, let's get to. Thank you so much, Murph Ballad Celestials. Ting! Super chat.
Is that your super chat?
Yeah. Ding! And every time we touch the table, it's bouncing. With Transformers leaving.
Cameras right there.
I know, but it's bouncing more than you.
All right, we're buying an adamantium table, so please super chat us more money to buy a vibranium table. That is
with
not
Transformers leaving IDW. Is it still a good idea to buy the hardcovers, or will it end kind of, or will it end weird, kind of ruining it? Thinking of getting all of them.
Okay, so Phase 1 closes off after this huge war. It's a great cutoff. Phase 2 closes off in a, okay, that's what we're doing with these characters, send off kind of way. Phase 3, I don't think they'll get to finish. And I'm just being honest because it looks like we got the 3rd volume solicited, and we're going to need, if they fatten them up, at least 3 more. By end of year, I don't see that happening. So it sucks because I also wanted to see that series collected in hardcover format. And I'm sure, it sucks for IDW as well, but that's where we are. I don't know who the next license holder will be. I don't know where they'll be ending up. Of course, selfishly, I want somebody that has the funding to treat these books with the respect and the love that IDW did and give them hardcover treatments. But I don't know. I don't know where they'll end up. I know some people are like, oh, what about Marvel? That would be great, honestly. And they could do everything, too. They could do the Spider-Man issues and all that.
Tapsy Logic. Oh my goodness, I did notice that the security person was reading Stephen King's It, and that's the same thing the security guard was reading in the book. Okay. Mastermind saying, finally, DeMatteis Spectacular is coming.
What? No, that's what I want. I'm not saying I'm announcing that. Y'all can guess all you want to. I'm not going to tell you if you're wrong or right, though.
Good morning, Kenneth.
Although I kind of just did. Omar and Melanie, good morning. I got Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow by Tom King trade paperback in the mail this week from In Stock Trades. I like the story and the artwork's so good. How are you, buddy? And that one is not released in hardcover. I'm surprised. Hey, Ryan, how are you, my dude? And And before I go any further, Jess, not OmniDog, but Jess, you know who I'm talking to. I got your letter and I cried. So well done. And I wish I could hug you. And Melanie, if it was okay, I'd let her read your letter too. So.
And I really think you should be a writer. I cried. And I really, really want to encourage you to be a writer. You're good at it.
So I hope you're watching and listen. This is the one episode she's missing. She's like, I'll tune in next week.
It's very inspirational.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. Jeff, thank you again for the super chat and just letting people know. Rest in peace, Nichelle Nichols, a Trek legend. Yeah, actually, my daughter told me that because you told her.
Yeah, and we talked about it, how important she was. A Trek legend and a hell of a lady. Like any convention that you've ever been to, she was so sweet and took her time with everybody. And she was so important to, like the history of African Americans on television. It's like, if you don't know the story of her and Malcolm X, I suggest you go and Google it because it's worth reading. It's wonderful. But yeah, rest in peace. Man, I think I was telling Melanie, I'm like, that leaves Shatner and what's his name? Sulu. Oh my gosh. Melanie?
You met him. We met him.
Nope, I met Chekhov.
Oh, no, Sulu. We met Chekhov.
But that's it. I mean, 3 from the main series. Yeah. It's crazy. I'm currently reading 100 Bullets on issue 18, and it is amazing. Glad you're digging it, man. Love that artwork by Eduardo Risso.
Let's see. Can you suggest good jumping on points for Marvel and DC Comics?
Yeah, I was thinking about doing that for my next Where to Begin reading segments, like doing something just DC and Marvel, because that's a big question that I get. Like it really depends on the taste of movies that you've enjoyed or just things you enjoy in general, if you like anime or manga. So that's kind of where I'm going to come at it from different angles. If you've been curious what's easier to get into.
Is DeMatteis doing a Kraven's Last Hunt
sequel? It's a 6-issue miniseries. I don't know if it's a sequel. I don't know what it is. They just announced it.
Oh wait, he did come back, so how'd he come back?
We're not talking about that.
Hi, Mel Omar. Any news on the Gallery Edition announcements? Long shot finally. Please.
We do have some. I just I'm sure I'm focusing on the Omnis right now. The epics I'm hoping to do from May, June, July next Thursday live with Curtis. Just waiting for one more trade paperback cover and content, and then probably August the following week, so we can keep everybody updated on what's going on. Barma's, she did. I think she told us she was going to go on vacation with her family for a couple weeks.
I hope she has fun.
What's up, Chris? How are you, my brother?
Oh, from sweltering Charlotte, North Carolina. Just saw Prey on Hulu, and it was astounding. Did you all like it?
I loved it. So I love Predator 2. I know not everybody else does. Predator 1 and Predator 2 to me are just awesome movies. And I haven't seen a good Predator movie since Predator 2, and I've seen them all. Including the Aliens vs. Predators. But man, did I enjoy Prey so much. It was so good. I wouldn't mind rewatching it with my wife again. Like, it was that good. And Lydia, my oldest daughter, we both really liked it. The character was awesome. The design of the Predator was great. And that's all I will say. Hell, and it's a little bit of a throwback to Predator 2 if you like Predator 2.
I just want to say hi, Hannah. And so the question, what are your favorite indie titles for 2022?
So far,
Breaking 2.
Keeping 2.
Keeping 2.
Keeping 2, I think, is the top right now. I don't think I've read anything.
You said, I've been waiting 20 years for this.
No. The writer has been working on it for 20 years.
Yeah.
It's just like his magnum opus. Like, yeah, everybody should check it out. That was published by Fangraphics. They were kind enough to send me a copy of it. And it's a book that I've had on my radar. There's another one that came out last week called The End, which is about it's pretty much chronicling the year after the gentleman that wrote and drew these they're snippets after he lost his fiance. So it's like the looking into his life after losing somebody. So that one, the Keeping 2 is by far my favorite so far.
And it looks like a journal. It's got rounded corners and that feel. I don't know what the feel is, but
and I've read
material for the front.
I've read several this year. So I was like, oh my gosh, is that going to go on a top 10 this year, or is that going to go on a hidden gems later? but I've read several this year. I've been doing a lot of cranking out reading this past month. I don't know.
Also, thank you so much for making me laugh, and thank you for the super chat. This is my first super chat ever. Thank you. Skip my comment now. I dare you. What?
Thank you. You added the what, by the way? Way to add.
Thank you.
What is your opinion on Jeff Johns' Green Lantern? I think it's his best work, in my personal opinion. I think Green Lantern is phenomenal. I prefer JSA.
So,
okay, so it's like his recent Ben Reilly series, Melanie. Another Untold Tales from Clones. Okay, kind of like what Peter David's been doing with that Symbiote Spider-Man series.
No, SoulCon. If you put in the chat, what?
George Takei. Thank you.
Oh, okay, here it is. Yeah, Takei.
How did I forget?
Takei. Okay, here we go. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's on my channel, SoulCon. Just started a few months ago, and the Omni release seemed perfect. Is there anything more beautiful than the Darwin Cook art? Okay, so the channel where SoulCon is giving away a Catwoman Omnibus.
Yes.
Is
SoulCon.
Just look up SoulCon.
There you go. Thank you so much, man. Thanks for giving back to the community. Speaking of which, we'll be doing that to celebrate our 70,000 subscriber. We had a celebration, kind of like pretty much just us drinking wine and talking to you fine folks
for 3 hours. It was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun. But just thinking back on the history of the channel, but to give back to the community, I think we're gonna do it sometime in September, the third, fourth week of September, I think. And then three people won. Three people won the giveaway for Melanie's reading giveaway. So congratulations to you folks. That was all her, so I don't even know who
Chris
won.
Chris and John and dang nabbit, begins with a K.
Clonoa.
Collie.
Oh, okay.
Went in that awesome Death or Return of Superman to add.
Congratulations.
To, this person's recent.
They were reading a lot of Superman.
With Superman. Yeah. And Jacob, thank you so much for a super chat.
Where's your ting? You didn't give him a ting.
Ting. Oh, I didn't give Hamza a ting. Ting.
There you go. Need a Wolverine reading order in my life. Oh, yeah? I have a confession to make. I don't know anything about Wolverine. No, I'm just kidding. I cannot find a series of trade paperbacks, like a stack like that big of my Wolverine trades. And I'm sure eventually, with Omnis or hardcovers, I'll replace them. So, arroz de leche or tres leche. Oh, God. Arroz con leche. Yeah. Viva Peru, carajo. Arroz con leche. So, to answer your question, I would love to, but I misplaced some of those trades. Some of them are out of print. Like, I can't find my Greg Ruck. I can't find my, the Civil War stuff, that era of Wolverine. So, yeah, I kind of put a damper on my reading order because I'm wrapping up Superman. I think this coming week will be the last part. Saludos, Omar y Melanie. Hope you are well. Hope you're well, too. Hope everybody's all right. Look at Weasel coming in with the real questions, like yelling. 70,000 subscriber giveaway when? I created 85 accounts in September. Probably third or fourth week of September.
We're so excited. It keeps shaking.
Okay, then I'm probably going to switch where I put the camera from now on. I'll put it on a tripod so it doesn't shake.
They don't happen to be the Daniel Wade trades that you can't find.
No, for some reason, some miracle, those always survive no matter what happens.
What are they?
The Daniel Wade trades.
No, that you're missing.
I just told them. It's that Civil War era, Greg Rucker era. That's okay. You were reading.
Hey, Bart, how are you? Thank you for this.
Not Bart. That's okay.
We've been watching Simpsons. Hey, Bart, how are you?
There you go. First of all, there you go. There's your sound effect.
Yeah, thank you so much for the super chat. Let's go. What are your spoiler-free opinions of Sandman? What are your plans for a live Netflix Sandman spoiler discussion? I'm only on episode 4. So
he's got a part 2 to the chat.
Yeah, so thanks for splitting up the super chat.
Oh, thank you, brother. I plan to watch the Sandman related videos that both of you dropped after I'm done. Congrats on 70K and looking forward to the next 30K. Thank you, my dude. Thank you. You've been so supportive. A lot of you all have been great. And go first, ladies first, with your spoiler-free thoughts on Sandman so far, without going into spoilers.
It is so much fun. It is so much fun to compare to the comics, like not like an angry comparison, be like, oh, they changed this here and that makes sense, and oh look, that's this panel here, they took the line straight from the comic here. So if you are familiar with Sandman, definitely have your book out with you. And so we're halfway through, and the episode 5 is so intense. I didn't realize I was tense until a character shows up, and I'm like, oh my gosh, please make it stop. You can make it stop, character. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. I like the direction they're going with Matthew, his Raven, which that was in the comics, but it's like more kind of more focus on Matthew with Sandman. And oh man, it's good. It's a lot of fun. I haven't felt this way about a show since Game of Thrones. And then for the was there another question? Oh, so spoiler.
What?
Spoiler talk. When are we going to do our live spoiler discussion?
I don't know. Did you want my thoughts?
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead and do your thoughts on the TV series.
It's okay. No, I'm just kidding. I'm really enjoying it. I think I just texted Amanda today to see if she has any time to watch it. I'd like to do it next Friday. Give it a week.
That's what I was going to say.
Give everybody a chance to have seen it.
So that's a terrific question. If you guys want to join in on the spoiler discussion of Sandman and Geek Out Friday next week, we will have that, so you all could be ready with watching the show. And
come in with your own thoughts, even if you hate it. Let me know why. Yeah. I've gotten into some really good, genuine discussions with my with my viewers that we don't, sometimes they love something that I can't stand or vice versa, but I'm always open to people's opinion and they hear their thoughts. As long as you watch it. I can't have a discussion with somebody that's like, oh, that show sucks because of these reasons. And then I'm like, okay, where did you see those? And they're like, oh, I don't know. It's just what I heard. I saw a YouTube video explaining why I should hate it. Those people I can't have a discussion with. Haven't seen Sandman's show yet and don't know which episodes are which, but what's the diner storyline from the comics? Yep.
That was episode 5.
24/7. That's what it's called in the TV show. Yeah.
Let's see. What about MODOK? Where is that?
What about MODOK?
Hey, Impatient Ninja.
What's up, my dude? What about MODOK?
Did y'all see what MODOK looks like in Quantumania?
No. Is I know the trailer leaked and they keep shutting it down. I'm waiting for an official trailer so I don't have to watch somebody's phone cam. Is it true the Kang War epic is already low stock? I haven't heard that. I don't know. I don't know how you would check because PRH doesn't show you low stock anymore. So I don't know how people are checking. They only show you out of stock. Diamond was the place where people would check low stock.
What are you guys' favorite artists from Sandman 1 through 75? Oh, I don't know names.
I'm a sucker for Kelly Jones or Malcolm Jones on ink. P. Craig Russell, probably. P. Craig Russell. Yeah, P. Craig Russell.
Jill Thompson is cute, especially her Little Endless, that book, which is not issues 1 through 75.
Yeah, all episodes of Sandman are available. They
drop them all. It's
so once. Silly. They shouldn't do that.
Onslaught is amazing, says the guy who hasn't read it, but fight me.
I'll fight you. Ryan said watch Prey last night, and dang, that was so good. I agree. I'm ready to watch it again, man. Loved it.
It's just full robot.
No,
not a big head.
I mean,
hi, Ace.
Can you have a big head? I don't know. I mean, is it done in the same way that they did what's his name in Captain America? Yeah. Armin Zola, he's a big face and doesn't have a head, but in the movies he's on a screen.
Which that makes sense. Ace, I had to stop myself from reading The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo to walk my dog. I wanted to keep reading. Where Ruby pulls her into the closet and tells her about Celia.
Yeah, and Amanda and I are ready to talk about the DC changes too, about their 10-year plan and all that. She's just in the process of moving, so that's why you haven't seen a show. So do I think Lone Ball Hunters would make a cool, good Green Arrow show? They'd have to update some things, but yes, absolutely. Where was the Kang Dynasty collected? The Kang Dynasty, my favorite Avengers story, my favorite Kang story, is collected in the final oversized hardcover of Avengers by Kurt Busiek. It's also collected in Avengers by Kurt Busiek, Volume 2, which has not been reprinted. They're only reprinting the first one so far. Welcome to the club, Melanie. You explain my experience with every comic book, movie, TV show that ever came out. Me comparing it to books. Fun, isn't it? Haven't read. Oh man, it's so hard to do that with like the big two shows though. The big two, DC and Marvel, because they borrow elements from everything, including things like when they have the title like Civil War. It borrowed a lot of elements from different comics.
Sato09, thank you so much for the super chat. And if you have, okay, here we go. A comment. Congrats on the 70K,
thank you, my brother.
Guys. Very well deserved. Oh, I didn't. Ting!
There you go.
Thank you very much.
Get on it.
Thank you. Oh, thanks, Tyler.
Oh, we have a
not.
Oh, look at that, man. Love Melanie. We have a celebrity in the chat, guys. This is a famous toy photographer. He gets flown out to like Greece, I think, and Japan to take toy pictures. Yeah. Very famous world toy photographer, Tyler Blount. You know how like there's famous photographers for real supermodels? He's a famous toy photographer. Takes toys.
Because he does a really good job.
He does. He's on Instagram. Super Squad D Toys, I think is what his name is. Hey, Omar, if DC got to let you pick 5 Omnis to announce they would publish, what would you pick? Wow. Man of Steel. Yep. Man of Steel. Number 1. Batman Post-Crisis on Infinite Earths. I kind of agree with you with Young Justice. That's up there for me too, my dude. Let's see. But I think I would have to go with Supergirl by Peter David. The Tomasi Green Lantern Corps storyline that he was writing when Jeff Johns was writing Green Lantern, and for my 5th, Manhunter, because it can be done in one omnibus. Omar, any announcements from the X-Men new omnibus? Please say yes, and soon. Yes. Soonish. Have you read Star Trek comics? The Star Trek comics? No, I haven't. What are Star Trek comics, my dude? And thank you for the super chat, John. Do you want to do the ting, Melanie?
Ding!
There you go. Thank you so much, my dude.
When I was making my video, I didn't tell you this, and I was ending it at the top 10 Sandman moments. I said something about some Starman. I was like, oops. Never mind. That was just for you.
Okay.
I could have told you later.
Good talk.
Good talk.
You want to talk bills later too? Like in the chat. After which Absolute Sandman volume would you recommend reading Absolute Death? Death, the miniseries, the high cost of living, took place before Sandman was over. Death, the Time of Your Life, took place after Sandman was done. But honestly, those can be read after Sandman. You don't need to interrupt the flow of Sandman to read those miniseries. They're timeless. They can be read at any point. You'll actually appreciate them more when you make the connection of like, wait a minute, that character was talking to that character in that one scene in Sandman. You'll love it. Oh, dang it. I just had another freaking... All right, random question, but do you think the first episode of Sandman would be a good way to see if Sandman would be for me? I've been thinking about watching the first episode and reading the volume 1 of the comic. Melanie, I'll let you answer that. What do you think?
I don't know. Because it's so hard for me to separate reading the comic and watching it. I mean, at the beginning of the story, he has to like regain his power, right? So he's not as strong. So you will see that character development, but you have to stick, with it through more than just the first episode.
Mm-hmm.
I really like the beginning of Sandman. I think maybe it went a little bit too long with that story in the first episode, but I don't know what else they could have put in for the pacing.
I will say that to me, I've stayed away
but I love it
from being excited about TV shows, audio drama, or plays, whatever it is when it's Sandman. Because Sandman to me has always been an experience. It's been about reading it as a comic. I don't think it would ever work as a novel, as a movie, as a TV, even as a TV show. It's working, but it's still not Sandman, if that makes any sense. Like I take myself out. I'm like, if I was watching this show and didn't know anything about Sandman, let's see this one here. Would I still be enjoying this? And I think the 5th episode would hook me because that's my kind of story. And I'm like, okay, this is what they're trying to do. Sandman's comic starts off like a horror, and then it gets into the sci-fi and fantasy elements. That's thunder.
That's
Holy
thunder.
crap.
That was close.
That was really close. I thought the girls wrecked something upstairs.
11:35 in the morning.
Okay.
I'm gonna check the radar.
So yes, announcements are coming. Sorry, Sandman. Hey, Omar, I'm contemplating on getting Batman and Superman Omnibus or the Death of Superman Omnibus. Which one's a better choice? Death of Superman, I think, is great. It's a classic story. There's a big reason why it's iconic. It's got a lot of great moments in it. Batman and Superman, to me, is just stupid fun. So if you're looking for something that's like close to what the cartoons were like, fun, that's where it is. Because you have artwork in there. You have like Ed McGuinness doing the first few issues, Michael Turner, who else does some of the stuff? Ethan Van Sciver, and what is his name? Pat Lee. I forgot Pat Lee even draws an issue. And it's stupid fun, but then there's one issue that's written by Sam Loeb before he passed away. And, it's dedicated to him. So other writers came in and helped finish out the issue. Artists came in like Jim Lee and all these other artists. It's a beautiful tribute to his son. So, man, that's a tough one. I think for me, it would be Death and Return of Superman. Okay, another super chat. Thank you.
Ding!
Just wanted Omar to know that my new Warriors Omni came from cheapgraphicnovels.com. And it looks very fun. Thanks for recommending. Dude, I hope you enjoyed it. That's all that matters.
Thank you for the super chat. Okay, so you guys heard the thunder too. That was books falling.
No, that was thunder.
It was right because there was no buildup that we could hear. It's just all of a sudden right above us.
Mm-hmm. Hold on. This is a really good question from Michael. Your favorite part of Gruenwald's cap run? I love 310 to 332 the most. Serpent Society, Scourge to me is my favorite thing he did. It's up there with the Patriot story, Flag Smasher, Cap shooting a terrorist, which brought some great drama to the title, and a Hawkeye team up in 327. Yeah, I love it. I am a sucker for the Scourge storyline, which happened throughout many issues of Captain America. But man, I would love to see that into an omnibus format.
If you want to feel a certain way about a show, you need to watch Succession. Please watch it. Extremely underrated.
Yeah, Amanda really loves that show.
About slimy puppies.
Yeah, she loves that show. And FedEx, I watched Sandman 1 through 6 just with a friend and never read it and isn't into comics. He was hooked after the first episode to watch more and got more hooked as it went on. Yeah, I'm really happy, for what they're doing. Like, well, we're halfway through. I mean, it could still go to crap. It could still go to Game of Thrones season 6 or final season. Big stew in Orlando. What's the difference between Transformers Face and Declaration War? I thought Faces collected everything. Is the new Transformers a relaunch? We love this show. Thank you. The faces which are behind Melanie, that is the IDW relaunch of Transformers when they got the rights to Transformers after Dreamwave pretty much went bankrupt. When Dreamwave Studios went bankrupt, IDW picked up the rights to Transformers and they started printing these little mini series. And then they started doing an ongoing series, and that's Phase 1. And the ongoing series became All Hail Megatron, and it ended with a big Decepticon Autobot fight. And then Phase 2 started, which was Adventures in Space and Politics in Cybertron. And it's phenomenal. Phase 3 is like, we have all these other properties. We have like Mask and G.I. Joe and Ghostbusters. Let's get everybody together. And that's kind of like the way that Phase 3 begins. Phase 3 ends with the Unicron War. And that's it. That is the end of everything of Transformers Phase 1, 2, and 3. Then IDW decides to let's keep going with Transformers, but make it a fresh new start. We'll do and that's where that trade paper or that hardcover you're talking about is. That is not collected in any of the faces. There's like more, I think it's called, what is it called? The first one is More Than Meets the Eye or something like that. But whatever the first hardcover is called, that's a new relaunch. Thank you, Omar. As always, you're the best when it comes to Omni recommendations. Thank you, my brother, Darth Vader. Thank you, Darth Vader. And we're Melanie. So pleased with the Daredevil Volume 2 announcement. Gives me hope for a Volume 1 reprint with a new spine design. I'm pretty sure if there's going to be a reprint of Volume 1, then they will have the new spine design.
What's Weird Al, Weirdo the Beardo's asking, what's the weirdest comic you've ever read?
I've read a lot of weird independent crap, man. I don't know. I've read a lot of weird manga too. I'm trying to think. I don't know. Are you looking up weirdest comics you've ever read?
No, I'm looking up what issues are in the Dollhouse trade.
I think it was all the way to 20. Man. Honestly, some of the manga that I've read has been weird.
16.
Man, weirdest. I gotta go things like Utena. Utena has a really weird ending.
Yes, that's a good answer.
But I don't want to spoil what happens because I did not see that coming. But
somebody was asking earlier, the Sandman season 1, which issues does it cover? From the look of the titles and the descriptions, it goes through the end of the trade, the second trade, Doll's House, and that would be issues 1 through 16. So,
well, the next one is episode 6, and it's
issue 8.
Yeah, so
but it looks like the Dollhouse story, they've compressed it into.
Oh yeah,
that would be 4 more episodes. Let's see.
Joker adopts baby Batman. Off the top of my head, the weirdest comic I've read was X'd Out books by Charles Burns. Omar, I know Iron Man gets no love, but I high key want to get one eventually. Is Jerry Conway the best one? I think for me, what I really enjoyed was the Bob Layton, David Michelinie, John Romita Jr. era of Iron Man, which is collected in an omnibus.
Craig, I meant the whole season 1 of Sandman. Episode 1, was it the first 2 issues or something like that?
Hi guys, will we get more Daredevil and Thor Omnis in this round of announcements, or the ones are Silver Age Volume 2 and Silver Age Volume 4 for Thor? Are you talking about just Silver Age in general? Because let me hold on one second. Let me tell you. Let me just double check because I honestly cannot remember. Okay, let me see. I mean, I think that's it for Silver Age right now. And that's all I can say. Hey, Omar, what are your thoughts on big boost in popularity in comics in the past couple of years? TikTok and Twitter specifically have made comics a big topic discussion in the MCU and DC EU talks. I love it, man. More people that are reading the same things I am. Yeah, I'm loving it. So that's I don't think I can hate on that. Why didn't they use John Constantine?
Are you meaning because it's Joanna? Because the character is there, but it's the Doctor's companion. That's all I see her as. What's her name?
I don't remember. Actress. I think because he has his own show. Like, didn't he have Hellblazer have his own show?
Oh, are you talking about like the actor?
He's wanting to know why they didn't use John and they used Joanna instead. Joanna was a character in Sandman, so I guess that's why. I don't know.
She was.
Yeah, he used her in Sandman before. I don't remember. Do not ask me what issue, but I'm pretty sure he had used her. Yeah. Or she was a relative of John's.
Oh.
I know like everything about Batman, so should I buy The Long Halloween or Dark Victory? If you know everything about Batman, shouldn't you answer?
No, I know I like everything about
I know, like, okay. I misread that.
I know everything about Batman. I wish
I would go Long Halloween because Dark Victory is the follow-up to Long Halloween. So, yeah, do it that way.
Roy was saying the Constantine show has been done for a long time, but he was in Legends of Tomorrow.
Same actor, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Which one, baby?
This one here. And I'll be honest with you. I don't care who they use. I hope they don't focus on the Constantines. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be so hard to get used to saying it that way, because the show's about the endless. I remember telling Melanie, I'm like, I love the actress, but I want to see other human beings, and which was what made Sandman special. Any clue if the issues of the sensational She-Hulk are not in John Byrne will ever be published? Yes, they will be in Epic Collections.
Oh, I know. What if you scoot your chair back a bit to keep from shaking the table?
Dude, is it really bothering you that much?
Well,
okay.
I want it to look good, right?
Okay. It's never happened before.
Or I know. I wonder what's going on. Let's see.
Like, it shakes all the time.
Like Joanna is from Sandman Comics. Coleman is playing both Joanna in flashbacks and Joanna rather than John in present day. Oh, Coleman, that's her name. Let's see. The Jiggle Cam. Oh, that doesn't sound right.
Go to Dude Bros. Ultimate Spider-Man comic is the best sold comic of all time. No, I think
you're telling us over and over.
I think you mean X-Men 1 is the best-selling comic of all time. But maybe you know something that I don't. Maybe Brian Michael Bendis has a stash of Ultimate Spider-Man comics in his basement that he bought. I don't know. But as far as I know, the world-breaking best-selling comic of all time is X-Men 1. Adjectiveless. Jim Lee, Chris Claremont, baby. Hey, Omar, I got a huge order from Organic Price Books coming in the mail next week. Death and Return of Omnibus, Death and Return of Superman Omnibus reprint, Superman 78 hardcover, and the Batwoman Omnibus. Good, man. That's awesome. I love it. Those are all good.
Ryan's saying there's this kid next door that loves Superman and write him a Superman Supergirl story with Wonder Woman cameo for his birthday.
You're going to write him one? That's awesome. Enjoy.
Oh, are you asking us to write it?
Melanie can write it. I will read it.
Let's see. Actually, Josh says there's a small indie comic called One Piece. It's the best-selling comic. Feels good to actually again.
Ban that guy, please. I swear.
Yeah, we got you. That you meant that
like
Batman.
Oh, if you like Hush, then go for Long Halloween. I mean, it's that type of storytelling.
Ryan did write the story.
You wrote it.
That is so cool.
That's awesome.
Aw. Is there a chance Iron Man is getting an Omni soon?
I don't know, Alex. Can't say. And so Iron Man books, man, they don't sell that well. What is the Catwoman East of West coming out? It's out already. I think it's at that
East of West.
I'm sorry, East and Omni coming out. That book is low in print or low in stock. So if you can find it, pick it up because they just did another print run of it.
Let's see. What's your favorite Spider-Man comic? The issue. Oh, you'll know the number. Where Peter and Venom fight on an island. That's one.
The first time with Eric Larson?
Mm-hmm.
The 330. It's the Return of Venom.
There's so many good ones, but
is it 334?
That's my answer.
Kid Who Collected Spider-Man. I think I'll always be my favorite one. It's Roger Stern.
My answer is not Night the Light. Parts 1, 2, and 3.
346 to 347.
Oh,
thank you. I was off by 10 issues. Thank you, sir.
How are you liking the Axe crossover so far?
I haven't been reading it. I'm waiting for the trade. Is this the Avengers, X-Men, Eternals? But I am digging Eternals by Gillen a lot. What's up, Doc Holliday? How are you, my dude? Hi, team. Congratulations, reaching 70K. Have you read Judas by Boom Studios? It is a phenomenal read. I highly recommend it. I have not.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. What is your biggest regret when it comes to comics in general? Whoa, that's a big question.
Probably spending so much on single issues that I knew eventually would be collected in hardcover or omnibus format, and that's the way that I prefer to read them. Because as a kid, I was into the collecting aspect of things, thinking that everything I was buying was going to make me rich one day. My multiple copies of Super Pro number 1, Super Pro number 1, the director's cut, Turok number 1 by New Valiant Comics, buying 10 copies of those because I bought like Unity Gold, and those sold for a lot of money back then. Thinking every first appearance was going to make me a lot of money. I don't have that mentality anymore. Yes, I have. I have worn out
Wait,
plastic
for
bags
Halloween?
for clothes. Yep.
What was it? I can't remember.
I can't remember, but I did wear a plastic bag for clothing.
Trash bag.
Joey, how are you, my brother?
You're so sweet, Joey. I hope that you all are doing well. Take care. Before I go, what do you think of Power Rangers? I think
Love
they
the
need
comic.
to go Power Rangers.
I love the comic. I think it's great.
Go,
so
go,
that's one thing that I wish I had done was not focused on collecting every first appearance, collecting everything, and focus more on reading and fleshing out my, I guess, my library then, and save money for the future, which would be eventually collected editions. So please wear a trash bag now. What is this, Halloween?
No, this is escalated.
Yeah.
It's escalated.
He did say please, though.
That's true.
Wait, trash bag fashion lover.
Yeah.
Didn't even read that. Any thoughts on the Batgirl movie and news at WB? Yeah, I hope they really fix their mess right now. Because, my gosh, it's a mess. Like, and this whole 10-year plan, I mean, haven't we seen that before? We're going to get our act together. We're going to have a plan. We're going to have a vision. I kind of like the little pocket universe movies they were doing. I was okay with that. Omar, who's your favorite duck artist? Book that is not.
There is none.
Oh, there is none. None exist. Although I've gotten quite fond of some of the European artists and some of the stories that I've read, but really my duck comics were just Barks and Rosa. But number one of every new universe title, Dreaming of the Fortune. Right? How many of us did that? Like, I don't know how old a lot of you are, but when I was younger in the 80s and 90s, especially in the 90s, I would go back and buy Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure because I thought that's going to blow up as much as Ren and Stimpy #1, the Scratch and Sniff cover, all the Image comics with the coupons in it. Y'all remember the ones with the coupons you could sell for like $10 more, all the #1 Image titles. Now they're, I mean, like it's weird to think about that time and how much money was spent buying cover price for a kid. I was a kid. I was in the 7th and 8th grade when these things.
I collected Pogs. No, not really.
Wow, talk about a waste of money and regret.
I'm just kidding. I didn't. Hey, Mark, thank you for the super chat. Ting. Hey, Omar and Melanie, thanks for the recommendation for the Boys Omni. It's a hoot.
It's a hoot. Oh, you're welcome, Mark. I'm glad you were enjoying it, man.
Mark, I talked about you. Was it yesterday? Because you read Golden Boy, which is
the story of Beethoven.
Not the anime, story of Beethoven. And you were like, I wonder if any of our viewers are experts on Beethoven. And I said, Mark Zimmer. And I was like, wait, is that Beethoven or is that Mozart?
I think it's Mozart.
Your picture. Yeah, no, that was Mozart.
But then Mark corrected me. I think he.
Tell us again. Who?
Craig Stewart. What was my first omnibus? It was Uncanny X-Men Omnibus Volume 1, the very first printing.
Isn't that sweet and romantic?
Yeah, man.
Kyle loved the video on the Absolute Sandman. I would like to upgrade from the Omnis, and I'm wondering if all the volumes have been reprinted under the DC Black Label.
Ooh, that is a good question, because I know when you buy things from places like In Stock Trades, sometimes they don't tell you if it's the newer printing, and they just send you whatever's available. So if you're trying, I know that, right? Like if you can make them all look the same, have DC Black Label, or wow, Doyle's, it's Beethoven. You were right. She knows her old dead musicians.
Perhaps you would like Golden Boy by Fantagraphics.
Oh yeah, I thought it was really good. So, what the heck was I saying? Oh brother. What was I talking about? Oh, Absolutes. Okay, yeah. I know that if it's available and it's got the DC Black Label, you want them all to line up. But then what are the odds that somebody still has a bunch of stock of Volume 4 and with a Vertigo label? Then you're like, oh man.
This is a good question. Maybe you could give some advice. How did you afford buying so many Omnis and Absolutes? I want so much and I can't afford it.
So this was, I don't know how old you are. I'm 44 years old. I have collected and read comics since I was 5 and a half, 6 years old. I've kept, and my wife she could tell you, I keep everything from my youth, from, because I grew up poor. I never wanted to go back to that lifestyle that we had. So I kept everything, sometimes boxes. And then my brothers made me throw away some boxes, which I shouldn't have because I sold some of that stuff. But anyway, in the long process of collecting, like statues and video games and toys, I started letting go of things. So when you start letting go of old things, like nostalgia wise, there's a price for nostalgia. So people that were into these video games in their youth, they started paying high end prices for these video games. And also the comics, like single issues. Remember when I said I would buy a bunch of, well, there were some single issues that I would also purchase and buy. And I started selling those and started accumulating money to start buying more and more of these books that I've found and I fell in love with. This is before I started the channel, by the way. I sold my masterworks because I knew I would want the Omnibus Editions one day. So things like that. That's like, it was like I would.
He's really good at managing his collection, like trading in and out. You know,
learning when to let go. That's the thing. It's like learning when to let go of something that I've held on to for 20 years, right? And now it's worth money. And I'm like I told my daughters, if something happens to my wife and I have an entire Sega Saturn library collection. And Lydia knows how. I'm like, this is how you sell them. You don't sell them as a lot. You sell them one by one because each one of these games are worth, this much money. So yeah. I'm sorry, there was a super chat, but I hope that answers your question, my dude. And again, we all come from different places, but that's just the way that I built it up.
So Bert, not Bart, asking for a Christopher Walken voice. We need more ting. I don't know if I can do it. Can you?
No, I can't do Christopher Walken's voice.
Oh shoot, that's such a good reference too, Bert. I'm gonna fail it life.
Weren't you?
Ding. Let's see. Christopher Walken did that. I'll give a trivia fact. He was in a music video by he wasn't.
The weapon
of choice.
Weapon of choice.
Who was and he just dances the whole
Fatboy
time.
Slim.
So there you go. I'll do a Christopher Walken fact as well.
Newest printing of thank you, Bunkmaster B. Newest printings of Absolute Sandman are priced at $125 now. If it's $125, it's the Black Label logo. There you go. There's a man that keeps up with prices.
Thank you, Matt, for the super chat. Ding! Hey, Omni, life stuff been keeping me busy. Womp womp. But glad to catch stream live. I hope that's what you meant. Hope things are well with the floods in Kentucky. My to-read pile is huge. Settle into an Omni or catch up on singles. Let's see. I know that in our area, in terms of like the floods in Kentucky, it's not flooded, but there are so many drives for the things needed, not just this at the school system sending stuff over to Eastern Kentucky, but like businesses as well, like random businesses that you wouldn't think, I don't know. It's would do such a thing. But it's people caring and saying, hey, like at the dentist, bring stuff and we'll take it, right? And then catch up on sleep. What about doing both? Are you the type of person that can like read some of the Omni and then go to single issues? And I have a difficult time reading a whole Omni all the way through, is what I'm saying.
I used to not, but then I had to learn how to stop reading something to go and start reading something else that I need to make a video for. So I say catch up on whatever you want, man. If you need a break from the Omni, take a break and read a couple single issues. Nothing wrong with that. Your favorite Mike Wieringo, and thank you again, Matt, for the super chat. Your favorite Mike Wieringo run. Love this Spidey. So fun. Wish he could have done more than the 12 issues. I think for me is the Fantastic Four he did with Mark Waid. That series was amazing, and I loved it. Ting. Don't make me go hunting for a possible Dazzler Pog. I have things to do today. Was there? I think for some reason I'm seeing that Rebel by Design. I'm seeing Dazzler in Jim Lee's artwork. Graham is in the house, dude. Go to that.
Yeah, you said you were the first comment. You're saying you like the books in the thumbnail.
How are you, my dude?
That Saturn collection is straight up retirement money.
It is
like those Garbage Pail Kids.
Garbage Pail Kids, my retirement. Look,
so
here's
right now.
Like, and honestly, like, and that's the thing. It's like you have to also learn when to let go, because sometimes these things top out. Right? The nostalgia for things like Super Nintendo and Nintendo have kind of topped out because those people have gotten older now. Right now, there's nostalgia for DS games. Those people that were playing DS games 10 years ago are now getting out in the workforce, having careers, and they're like, hey, I remember collecting the DS or Neo Geo. You know, like there's always a shift in the change of what people are into and collecting. And one of my secrets that I do is like how you tell the economy, at least here in the US, is going kaput is when you look at eBay and the prices start dropping dramatically of these things for collector stuff, right? Like video games or movies. I do that all the time. I jump from book to book. Right now, I'm going back and forth between Spidey Epic Collection 6 and Iron Man Epic Collection 13. That's what's up. Doing good. Ordered my Avengers Epic 8. So stoked for it. Glad to hear that, man.
Did you have fun on vacation?
Hey, what's up, Steven the Shy Warrior? Nice to talk to you earlier, Omar. How are you, my dude? This guy's such a good human being. Question: do you have a date when the next epic announcement will be? Curtis hinted something. I mean, Curtis better keep his freaking mouth shut. No, I'm just kidding. Nobody ever said that about Curtis. He's like the nicest guy ever.
Curtis better keep his mouth shut.
I think next Thursday. I'm trying to get one more cover and content. And that will be the May, June, July Epic Collections. And then we'll do the August Epic Collections at another time. Let's see. I got a fever.
And the only prescription
is more Omnis. I like that. Drink. Oh, man. Eric Cartman. Dude, I think that was the first video game. My daughter was asking me. She started watching South Park with me. Asking me which of the video games of South Park were good. I remember playing one on the Dreamcast. If you had to pick one, Absolute Sandman or Swamp Thing, what would you choose? I know Melanie's answer is Swamp Thing, but for me, without Sandman, I don't know why I said Swamp Thing. For me, without Swamp Thing, there is no Sandman. Without Swamp Thing, there is no Vertigo. Without Swamp Thing,
the Ravens from Swamp Thing.
Well, just in the style that it's written, right, and everything. And even saying that, I think I would still pick Sandman just because it means so much more to me. That's my personal opinion. Don't get me wrong, I love it. And speaking of girl heroes, Echoland, dude, I can't wait for that hardcover, brother. That's one of my most wanted this month. It was 2 months ago. Now it's time for our sponsor.
I noticed when we were doing the color comparison with the absolute overview video that went out yesterday, that at the beginning I was like, I don't always agree with the color changes. And then as we talked through it, I started agreeing with the color changes. So nostalgia, I'm like, oh yeah, it needs to, like all the demons in hell being like, would I say nebulous? Mm-hmm. But then there were so many good color changes that, yeah, I get it. I just thought it was funny that I start with, I don't agree. I'm like, well, maybe I do agree. Let's see. So it is the halfway point, so we want to give a shout out to Walt's Comic Shop, who is set up in Berlin, Germany. Mm-hmm. So if you're living in Europe and you're interested in buying and pre-ordering Omnis, you should check out waltzcomicshop.com because they got the cheapest pre-order prices for Marvel and DC books within the EU.
Mm-hmm. And flat rate shipping of €5 for all of Germany,
€12 for the EU, mm-hmm. and €15 for UK and Switzerland. Let's see, if you use the code near mint condition, all one word, that you
at the checkout.
Okay. Does it?
Yeah,
he wrote something else.
Okay. Change to free shipping.
It will change to free shipping to the EU with your first order over €50 with UPS.
Yep. And that is Walt's Comic Shop.
Walt's Comic Shop, your reliable source for Omnis and premium collected editions in Europe. Ting!
There you go. Bot coming back. Was there a bot? Did you guys? Gosh dang it! Did you all block that bot? Where's Michael Emmond? Thank you for that. Oh, they're on
Matthew
it. Matthew
said that Omar's a sexy beast.
Thank you, Matthew. Wait, was that the bot that I just blocked?
It's a bot.
Come back. Tell me more about myself. Sensei Omar. Ooh, I like that. Are there any new chronology proper on Spider? Oh, I see what you're asking. You're talking about the mapping of Spider-Geddon. I haven't heard yet. I've been busy working with Marvel on the upcoming Omni books, and I have a phone call with David sometime. He forgot. Mm-hmm. So hopefully sometime this week coming up, where I'm asking. That's one of the questions I am asking.
Last bot standing. Does Dark Horse have any plans for reprinting those little Lulu trades? The 29 volumes, all ages comics don't get much funnier than those.
Bart, you're the first person I think I've heard asking about those little Lulu trades. I don't know. I'd love to talk to them about these things, and have a chance to talk to them about like what what it is like that makes them decide certain things get reprinted in certain formats. And I understand, they're not big like Marvel or DC, but I still want to know what it is about them how they choose what gets reprinted in what certain format. You were a gamer and collected PlayStation magazines where superstar artists did covers like Joe Matt, Arthur Adams, Adam Warren, Scott Campbell, and so many more, drawing video games. I got that beat. I remember when Jeffrey Scott Campbell won the Nintendo Power. It was a Nintendo Power contest, like create your own video game, and it was Jeffrey freaking Scott Campbell that won, and I was so jealous of his artwork. This is before he went over and did Gen 13, or what it was called, Gen X at the time at Image. But yeah, I would get some of those oversized little Lulu hardcover treasuries. They were awesome. Was the publisher? I think that was another publisher back then. I think it was the same publisher that did the Dennis the Menace books.
Craig Stewart saying, have you done any videos on the Hellboy library editions? Hardly see any.
I thought I did.
Yeah, I thought you
Maybe
did
it's just a Hellboy reading order. Maybe that's what I did. Buenos dias, Omar y Melanie. What's up, Jack? How are you, my dude?
Let's see. Omar, Jed McKay's Black Hat series has been so much fun for a couple of years now. Omnibus win. Do it, David.
That's a series that I have been pushing so many people to read because it's so fun. Every time I read it in trade paperback, only a handful of people have been reading it, and a lot of the people are like, I'd want to read it, but in omnibus format. And it's a series that I'm like, I don't know if it'll get an omnibus format. Is there a demand enough for it? I don't know. Maybe.
No, Bar. There was no announcement.
No Black Widow, Bar. You had your shot.
Mac needs some con tips. Everyone chime in.
You're going to Knoxville. Fanboy Expo. Yeah, we did that a couple years ago.
Oh.
We took the girls.
Where we went?
That's where Chekhov was, in the hotel.
Oh, okay.
He came up on me in the elevator.
Oh, and that was fun. He came up on you, like threatening.
Yeah. The con tips. Number one, you're going the best day if you're looking for haggling. And that's my tip to anybody besides deodorant. Make sure you're not the stinky one. But it never hurts to ask if they would take something. Like, don't feel like you're insulting somebody. I've sold stuff at shows before, and you'd be surprised how many people don't. Do not take a chance of like, hey, this is $5. I got $3. Will you take $3? Yeah, sure. Cash is king. Always remember that.
Yep, that's true. So they don't have to pay for the service fee on running cards.
And taxes. They don't have to claim it on taxes. Cash is king. You can haggle a lot more if you have cash instead of like, hey, I have a credit card. Will you take $100 for this? If you got straight up cash, more than likely they'll do it. And of course, you're going to have some vendors that are not going to want to even hear it out. But Sunday, a lot of people don't want to carry back this stuff. Please let David know we want a Generation X Omni. Okay. How many things? I have a lot of questions already that I've got geared up for him. Wear comfortable shoes. It's a good one. So yeah, people are giving you good advice.
I think he meant carry a backpack.
Carry a backup. Carry a backup spouse in case yours ends up leaving you for a megastar writer like Chris Claremont or Jonathan Hickman. Hi guys, a pre-order 2022 edition of George Paides's Wonder Woman Omnibus. So cheap on Amazon Germany. Do you think they will reprint the following volumes? I hope it's a start. Absolutely. I hope it's a start.
How are the ducks in 4K?
Who said that?
Sergeant Savage.
I haven't seen Hayden here in forever. Is Hayden still around?
On Discord.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. So
Hayden would know. Rewatch Howard the Duck 4K last weekend.
Howard.
It's better than I remember. Corny, but
it is.
Yeah, it's corny, but I liked it too, man. It's that 80s corniness.
Well, Tapsy Logic seconds the Generation X Omni. Okay. Even if it means selling the Gen X Epic Collection I just ordered.
That's 2 people. All we need is 50 signatures, apparently.
Jonathan Hickman looks like Mark Silvestri. They should collab.
Really? Mark Silvestri is like huge and tall and has banana fingers. Jonathan... That's the only way I can describe him. He's a really big guy. Jonathan Hickman is... he's not that tall, but he's up there. I guess the hair, right? What is your favorite Jonathan Hickman series? I've just picked up Secret Warriors, and I'm looking forward to trying it out. I think Hickman. I like his Fantastic Four, dude. Big fan of his Fantastic Four. Independent stuff, East of West. but big fan of his FF. Do you think Tim Robbins still puts Howard Duck on his resume? Does he still have to have a resume?
Oh,
what's up, Bar Omar? What should be in the next Wonder Woman Omni? Greg Rucka's run. That's what I'm hoping for.
5 more people.
You guys are crazy.
Gen X.
I'm kidding. Gen X was on Tiger Eye's list. No, it's Pretty in the Man. It is Pretty in the Man. I know a lot of people really like it. I hope they clean up some of those pages, though, like in the Epic Volume 1. Epic 2 is better. Greetings, Minty's. Hey!
Omar loves Vagabond.
Oh, yeah. I would recommend it. If you like historical, a little bit of fiction in there, of course. It takes a lot of liberties. It is not finished, though, so it's still ongoing. But if that hasn't stopped you from reading things like Berserk, then why am I even saying that? No, not Banana Fingers Hickman. Banana Fingers Silvestri.
That would be a good gift, like when we get Super Chat, to have Pingo going, new.
Oh, I thought you meant like bringing a basket of bananas to Mark Silvestri.
What? No.
I was going to say, yeah, Banana Fingers.
Tom Rosa really has, weird. Wait, are they pepper? No, they're jalapenos. No, what are they? He corrected us.
Chilies,
thank you.
Then he went on a whole tangent
Did
about
Chili's have the catchy slogan, celebration of food? Who was that?
Please don't.
Chi-Chi's. Chi-Chi's, celebration of food.
That's not what it means.
Was it Chili's?
Japan. Yo, Omar, what are your thoughts on Flashpoint? I've been considering picking it up, but I hear mixed things. I liked Flashpoint itself, the event. I like the Batman Flashpoint. A lot of other Flashpoint stuff I didn't really dig. I wasn't a fan of the Wonder Woman or Aquaman. Superman was okay. Me and my mom are watching Sandman on Netflix now. That's awesome. That's what we're gonna do before we're interrupted by this guy's trying to sell me a security system. Yo, Omar, what are your thoughts on Flashpoint? Wait, I already read that, Melanie.
Oh, I'm sorry. But the name is Natural Bridge. That's a great place in Kentucky. What is your favorite story from Brubaker Phillips' criminal series?
Honestly, it's hard without going into spoilers, but I really like it's the second story in the first book in the hardcover. Angry Pingu is my spirit animal. Yeah, without going into spoilers, that's my favorite. Have you read Scene of Crime, though? I think Scene of Crime is phenomenal. Flashpoint Batman series is Azzarello in the Azzarello OHC. There you go. If you're a big fan of that, or you just get the omnibus.
Scarecrow has a thought-provoking question. Mm-hmm. Don't mean to bring down the mood, but do you guys think female comic book writers should use initials so they don't get so much hate online? Because that is a thing that some people do, right? Like if you're a female writer, use your initials so that people won't be biased and bigots and such. So you're saying, I know, Scarecrow, with your question, you're not saying it's like a good thing or like, like that you're all for it. It seems from your question, you're saying like, you're just asking like, what about this situation? I mean, my first reaction is, well, no, that's not right. Terms of a business, if that helps somebody to get into the business and avoid hate. I mean, people have used aliases throughout ever.
Akira Yoshida. That was Sobolski's pen name for writing. Oh. Yeah, it was really weird. But
you'd be a good writer, no hate will follow. But then again, with social media, if you say the wrong thing,
I will tell you something right now that kind of reminds me of this. About 4 years ago, I can't remember when I did it. Maybe it was 3.5 years ago. I was talking about a particular book, and I can't remember the specific book, but I talked about the African American writer that wrote it. It was a hidden gem or something. He reached out to me and said, "Hey man, I love your stuff. Thank you so much for promoting my book. It's my business. I don't want people to know that I'm black because, believe it or not, my sales won't be that good." Like, this is what he said. Yeah, my sales, it will impact my sales if people find out that I'm black. He's like, I think it's wonderful that you were doing that. I think it's great and it's your show, but that's what he told me. And that's kind of what that reminds me of, right? It is a business, and it's such a hard answer or such a hard question to answer. I think it depends on the individual. There's people that, yeah, of course, be proud. You're a woman writer. Good for you. Kelly Thompson has no shame. Gail Simone doesn't care, right? But then I guess not everybody can be those writers that have built up that resume. If you're starting off, I don't know. That's a really hard question to answer, man. And me not being a woman, I don't know if I can.
Maybe it boils down to being a personal choice, like that for you as a person. What battles you want to fight, pick and choosing your battles, because you can't change the whole world, right? But you can change the people around you.
Yeah.
Was that deep?
That was deep.
I felt like that was deep.
That was deep.
Thank you, Matt, for the super chat. Pingu,
what are you doing? Don't do Pingu.
Do you prefer to read the comic and then watch the movie, or vice versa? AKA, should I read all of Sandman already before watch the series? Read the first 2 trades up to issue 16, was it? Where it finishes the Dollhouse series storyline with Rose Walker. And I love how Rose in the show has the color in her hair. And I think that would be a great start so that you can get the feel from the comic. I think that really helps. You'll have that in your mind, the atmosphere and the direction when you watch the show. In case you think it's a slow burn, like I said, I can't tell because I know everything that's leading up to, so it's not a slow burn to me. Yeah.
I've always been a fan of reading the books first and then watching the show or movie later, because that's just the way I am. Like, I think I watched Game of Thrones season 1 and I'm like, well, I'm going to read those books because I cannot wait to find out what happens next season. And that's exactly what I did. At this moment, I just want to remind everybody to smash that like button, please.
Yeah, thanks. Oh, yeah. You got an hour and 17 minutes to see if you liked us enough to smash the like button.
What's up, y'all? I'm getting a copy of Hulk 180 today.
Yay!
It's pretty beat up, but a great deal for the first Wolverine. Thought you'd be proud, Omar. Yeah, she knows what it is.
Are you proud?
Uh-huh.
Are you proud?
I'm quite proud.
Let's see. Natural Bridge is saying, meh, comics have always been quite political, which
some, yeah, of course.
I don't think all, but yeah, there's a lot.
Although I can't find the politics in the pro. Some comics are just fun. I'm not for that, but it seems like the only option these days. People are so hateful these days.
Yeah, that's what I thought, Scarecrow. That's what I read into your question. But thank you for explaining. And the Unstoppable Bar, thank you. And we are doing a September. In September, we're doing a 70K giveaway on the Saturday live stream.
Melanie having a serious discussion. Omar in my brain. Hey, remember when CB Cebulski was?
Who's that?
Akira Yoshida.
Okay.
I didn't want to go all deep into it. The problem right now is that many of the writers are untalented in pushing agenda. That's causing frustration and polarizing the fan base. Nothing with the gender of the writers. Here's the thing with a statement like that. I don't like making blanket statements, right? Because I don't see it in every writer. Also, I don't.
He said many.
Many, okay.
Yeah.
But I also don't look for that stuff either. And sometimes I do see it. I know what you mean. I do see it in your face. And it is aggravating, but not every writer's like that. This is ridiculous. Being black won't affect the sales. Just look up Riva. It is a personal choice, and I respected that. That's why I brought that story up. I'm just saying, it's not everybody. Not everybody can have $3 million. I think it's what it was. What somebody told me, right?
Overnight,
right? It's not a thing, and he's putting his books out there. That guy that you're talking about, the Ripperverse, put his face out there first, starting a show, right? So everybody knows that he's black. It's not going to affect the sales of his book by now. But this guy that I'm talking about that reached out to me put his work out there first. Nobody knows what he looks like. And honestly, that's the way comics were with me when I was growing up. I had no idea. We didn't have the internet. We didn't have Wizard Magazine when I was growing up. I had no idea what any of these creators look like. It wasn't until Wizard Magazine that I found out what Jim Lee or Mark Silvestri looked like. If that makes sense.
Thank you for the super chat. Ding! Melanie Barr wants details on Sandman discussion. Jeff. Thank you, Jeff Omar. Oh, sweetie, you missed it. You missed it. Well, we're going to do a spoiler discussion this coming Friday. So be sure that
do not encourage this woman to do that.
I highly recommend watching it. And I had fun. I'll tell you this, I had fun with my book right there, like looking for the lines they were saying and the panels and they this isn't a spoiler. The Corinthians in it way more. And I think it's a good idea to give kind of structure and overall like the guys to connect all the episodes.
That guy's from Kentucky. Kentucky represent that actor.
He's my favorite nightmare from the series.
Amber Heard for Storm, just saying.
Thank you, Mike, for the super chat.
Super chat. Don't do that. I think she might be. Nah, never mind. I'm not gonna make a joke. The guy. This is the actor that plays Dream. Reminds me of Robert Pattinson from Twilight. His hair. He's a tornado makeup.
Love his hair. That's what it looks like in the comics.
I'm sure Neil Gaiman helped cast him. I'm sure he just said, "Does anybody look like a young me?" That's what I'm looking for.
Yes. Oh, and I love all the costumes. All the costumes are awesome. Yep.
I think a lot of people in comics rather have the work than be focused on them, be the focus on themselves. I think for the most part, right? This is why I think what are the agendas writers are pushing. Okay. Some people think a character being gay is pushing the agenda, which is ridiculous. Tynion is awesome, and almost all his stories have at least one queer character. I've enjoyed just about everything by him except for, what was it? The one that he did for Image, not Dial H for Murder. What the? Oh my gosh. But people told me to stick with it. No. Hold on. No, my brain is all I see is the cover, that dude, the news anchor. Anyway, there was a question there. Amber Heard as Ralph Bone.
So Bar, you did watch the whole thing. We're halfway through.
No spoilers.
Yeah.
Tiny Onion.
Thank you, Adam. My pink impression is too real. It's on point.
Department of Truth. That was it. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of the Volume 1. I didn't dig it. But people told me to stick with it and check out Volume 2. So I'll probably read it because I've enjoyed everything else by him. Melanie, I've seen more influx of content from you in front of the camera the last week and a half. Can we expect more videos?
Thank you for asking. Probably not soon because
she's being fired. I'm replacing her. I'm just kidding. I can't do that.
Because I am. Hey, I didn't even look, and I grabbed her.
That's how
I am.
Much she chose.
Gonna be, starting school, and that's gonna take a long time. So I'd like to do like a video a month. That's my goal. For a school year. Summer Melanie's no more. Gotta get back on
Mike Irish. Thank you, my brother.
Yeah, thank you. I always feel like you're saying cheers when you do a super chat. You're like, cheers. So I will cheer you with my water. Ding.
Omar, any chance DC reprinting Dark Knight Detective and Batman Cape Crusader early volumes? Okay, so we talked a little bit about DC kind of wiping the slate clean with the new CEO and everything with the movies. We don't know how it's going to affect comics yet. That meeting has not happened. So hopefully things will get better. Pablo, I hope you get better, my brother. Seriously. Get better, my dude. Being sick sucks. We had a little bit of a COVID scare last week, so it ain't no fun. Melanie, when does school start for you?
August 18th.
She's teaching English, man. She taught me English. Of course she's teaching English. Come on now.
Mm-hmm.
Melonie's canceled. Lydia's getting a promotion.
I love reading and writing. And, of course, I picked the one where I have to read the most papers and grade. Gives me a headache after a while.
I love how Melanie knows where to choke. Oh, yeah. She's a freaking 4th degree black belt, man. She knows how to take people down.
Aw, Pablo said thanks.
Yeah, man. Seriously.
Oh, thanks, Josh. I have a lot of fun making videos. And I want to do the best I can, and I don't know how to back off. And I'm not saying they're terrific or, because we're not professional per se, but
we have 70,000 subscribers. We're professionals.
I mean, like professional editors and stuff or publicists. And, but we are getting a couple people to help behind the scenes, which is awesome. Keenan and Taylor Talks Comics. So hoping to see some improvements, even more improvements to the channel. But anywho, and for a person whose name is Jess that wrote a letter, it's worth it. And like I said, I don't think you would mind, Jess, that I read it. It was to Omar, but it makes it worth it. You know, when you make videos and it's like 5 hours and you get $15 from ads, that's a really low hourly wage. So thank you all, because this could not be his job without your all support. But anyway, with just, you know, what she mentioned, I'm sorry, I'm assuming when this person mentioned, makes it worth it. So.
Yes, so thank you. Did you tell David Gabriel what you want for your 70K wish? I'm good. Go on the phone. I'm calling.
He wants a phone call, not a text.
Cheers, Near Mint fam. Cheers back to you, Timothy.
Cheers.
Black Bell and what? Try jiu-jitsu. Look, are you gatekeeping? Gatekeeping. You better.
No, Raphael, do you
also do martial arts?
Black belt in jiu-jitsu.
I'm a black belt in comics.
Kimpo, but I haven't practiced in years, so no, I'm not at the level 4th degree black belt. My husband is sweet. No, I'm not. If you don't practice in years,
take me down. I'm a 3rd degree white belt. Maybe DC Collected Editions Department will get more than one part-time employee. Brother, I hope so. They need it. I ain't hating on them. I mean, I know, but
I did call you.
I need a Patreon video on how to access the Discord.
No, seriously, just message.
Send us a message on Patreon if you can't.
Now that I figure out it's easy, I'm not saying like you're dumb because it's easy. Like it took me a minute to figure it out. So just message it.
Y'all saw that, right? She called me an amateur. Y'all caught that, right? I love comics back in my youth. Still love comics to today, and will forever love comics, buddy. That's the way of thinking. Is editing videos chores for your kids? Oh my God, I wish. Happy Saturday, hermano. Omar, Melanie just wanted to say congrats on 70K.
Oh, thank you,
brother. How does the Tomasi Batman run compare to other Batman stuff? It's solid.
Oh, there's a bot.
It will break your heart. Gosh dang it.
Yeah,
hold on. I'm making sure I'm blocked the right person first.
Oh, okay.
And not block somebody else on accident.
DJ.
Poor DJ.
Eric heard.
Oh, somebody else blocked him.
Oh, okay. Oh, Barb put a super chat.
You brought the dang bots with you.
There we go.
All right. Super sticker time. Things are a little tense where I live in security-wise because rockets are being shot at my country. So I just wanted to say thank you for your escapism. And we want to say we love you and we hope you're okay. And I think that's why I try not to talk about reality of things in life going on, because there's a lot of crap that goes on in everyday life. And I focus on, I remember my buddy Chris always telling me, like, he makes movies. He's like, our jobs are to entertain people and make them forget about the bad things. You let the news and all those other outlets tell them the bad news. Your job is just to entertain people and make them forget for a while. So we still love you though. Hope those improvements don't end up with filming in a moodlit studio one day, like the Book Nook. The Book Nook.
I like the Book Nook.
Oh, the Book Nook. What is the Book Nook?
This.
Oh, the Book Nook. Yes.
Without the.
Oh, you want like green screen and special effects? We'll have a green screen here. We won't have me. It'll be replaced.
Which there's nothing wrong with that.
Like some 25-year-old model that likes comics. What's up, Nicholas?
It could be the truth. There, you don't know.
This my dude here is in Australia, man. I know he's in a different time.
Yeah, Bar.
I need to fix something.
I don't know what to say.
Olivier Coipel.
Thank you, Roy.
Roy, are you just trying to make me say it?
To say it?
Are you just trying to make me say it, dude?
Olivier.
Olivier Coipel.
That could be a gift too for Super Chats. Just you saying it.
Just say it, Olivier Coipel. Thank you so much, and thank you for pointing out the part 2 stuff. Because no, I accidentally left that in for oh yeah, that was the Super Chat. The only bots we need are the ones.
That super chat, that would be terrific.
I did it when Amanda and I were on. I'm like, hey, if you're gonna post that stuff, you better super chat me.
See if they could makes it
2:30 a.m. on the viewing. Oh my dude, you are up. We need disco lights for specific future events. Bar, may I ask what country you're living? I know people want to know where you are. I guess missiles are a more accurate word, but thank you guys. Omar and Melanie.
She's in Israel.
What was the first non-Marvel DC comic you ever read? I think it was either a manga or it had to have been something like Ninja Turtles or Usagio, Jimbo, or something like that. because it was before the Image boom. It was before Valiant came on board. It was sometime in the 80s. So for some reason, I'm remembering my friend Jason in the 5th grade, and he had like a Ninja Turtles like comic that he pulled out.
Is that the?
It better not be, because I told that dude 1:30. Do not come and play at Omar's house.
I think maybe it was Meisani Koku. What was the first manga I read?
It's him. Nah, dude. The first manga you read, I don't know. I wasn't there for that. Was I?
I think, because you lent me Meisani Koku. I wonder if I read any before that. I don't think I did. Do you know the King Dynasty trade paperback Omni released by Panini its entire run? It says 41 through 55 and annual 2001 number 1.
That is all of King Dynasty, because King Dynasty was about an hour and a half. So that's, yeah. Hour and a half. I'm sorry. No, a year and a half. Sorry, this dude's got me tripping. I said 1:30, and this dude's coming to my house at 12:30. Come on, man. That's how you lose a business.
Why don't you haggle with him right now through the ring?
No, I'm not. Y'all want to hear me haggle live? Agenda. Telling stories.
Matt, thank you for the super chat, my brother. Ding! Agenda equals telling stories about communities historically neglected in media, i.e. people of color, queer characters, women, etc. Diversity of creators led to diversity of stories and perspectives, which I agree. Yep, that's the point that Matt's making. And the guy, he left. Okay. So Matt, thank you for that insight.
Thank you.
What's your favorite Usagio Jimbo character? For me, it's Grasscutter.
Grasscutter,
Indian awesome. Here.
Usagi, man. Usagi, like the complexity of how bad he is, but he also plays with kids. Like, I love that in a character. I mean, he's Usagi.
Okay.
Like, he could take entire like squad of goons down, and then he's in a village playing with little kids. Like that.
Kenshin.
Like,
so Kenshin
what I was thinking, like Wolverine, like all these characters that I love, like that treat, the way they treat kids.
I forgot what I was going to say.
Go to Dorkside Studios.
Omar, we know that you don't dust bookshelves, but do you dust your figures?
Nope. That's why I'm going to get them in like the talls and have some nice displays for them. So,
what do you mean? Did we just blow off David Gabriel live on stream?
We did.
We did.
Was he there? Is David on?
Hi, what are you doing?
Who are you talking to?
Matthew. I'm talking to Matthew. What are you doing?
Well, I don't think Matthew can hear because there's like 200 people on.
Voiceover Flowers is not the first.
Voiceover Flowers. I want to...
Live haggling is part of the $25 tier on Patreon. You can give some tips. Because he came in last night afterwards. He was like, well, if he's offering this much money, that's how much I pay now. Why would he do that? And I was like, did you ask? You were like, no. Oh, it was the bot. We just banned.
Okay. Omar, I'm coming over at your house 12:45. East Coast time is real time. Okay. As long as I know, man, we can't settle on the time. Then you just come to my house and be like, man, this dude ain't answering the door. What's up? That's not how you do business. What's your favorite comic book run? Chris Claremont, 17 years on X-Men. Dead serious. Best thing I ever read in my life. Not best comic, not best book, but best everything I've ever read in my life.
Figured it was David Gabriel texting Omar, come over and play. What?
Dude, if David was at my door right now, oh, baby, get the fine china out. By fine china, I mean the stuff we bought at Kmart. David Gabriel's here. Sorry, guys, everybody gotta go. Oh my God, David is here. David's back. Black Cat, Omnibus, Spider. Wait, what are y'all seeing that I'm not seeing?
What's the schedule for Patreon this week?
There'll be a bunch of early releases, and then we have to put up the poll for the Ask Me Anything, which is a lot of fun. There's a tier
and the book club. And he's put up a poll for what you all would like to read for the book club this month.
Hey, Stephen, I want to thank you and Reaper and my buddy Frazier and Anthony and who I'm forgetting one person. You all sent me pictures of your omnis of the Sandman, and I just want to take the time to thank you all for that because I wanted to show what they look like for people that were interested in the Sandman omnis instead of the absolutes. If you had the opportunity to unpublish one omnibus, what would it be? So take one off the table. Okay, well, let's be fair. Let's pick one from Marvel and pick one from DC. That is a good question. If I had it my way, I would unpublish Spider-Man by John Byrne. Not because I hate that run, not because it's John Byrne or Spider-Man, but because I would love it to get republished with the missing issues in there, like Howard Mackey stuff, right? Because it feels like it's just one side of the story and you're not getting part 2 of it. So that's my choice. Unpublished from DC, and that would be probably things like 52 #1, where it's like the first issue of the all 52. I've never been a big fan of the compilation collections, so maybe something like that.
Race of Omnis.
Jeff's not a fan of
Super Sons.
The first, right? They came back and gave us an expanded one. Yo, Roberto Rodriguez is threatening me. He's like, man, I just got my 52 Omnibus. This thing is $175. It better be good. What if he hates it?
Adam, I did announce I did make a video, I made a post. I did a community post on YouTube, announced the summer reading program winner. And John and Chris and because of the KOLL Collie, I'm so sorry that I can't remember exactly what the name is. Well, that person won the pick the Death and Return of Superman Omni. So thank you guys so much for playing. So I got
thank you all for reading and watching
cricket things to cut out and perler beads to make. Let's see. Oh, thank you for the super sticker. Nude. When I was in London, I got to buy the Dr. Aphra Omni from Forbidden Planet. So was this recently? Is that where you went on vacation? And I'm absolutely enjoying it. Are there any other good Star Wars series with a female main character?
The Princess Leia series is really good. The one that was written by Mark Waid. There was a Rey miniseries as well. And I mean, if you're looking for just female characters, so there are those. I'm trying to think of some from like the old stuff that I've read. Maybe some of the viewers can help you more than I can because I've only read them in omnibus format, the legend stuff, the stuff from the Dark Horse era. What is going on? Did we put something special in our freaking like? Oh my gosh. Okay. Omar, you should have voted for Death and Return and saved him a whole grip of cash. I should have. That was
the bots are back in town.
Okay, hold on a second. Where is it? Here we go. I wanted to answer this. What is your favorite Justice League story and who's your favorite Justice League writer? My favorite Justice League story has to be... Oh, God. You know what? I'm going to go with either Dwayne McDuffie's Injustice League story. I know okay, I'm sticking with it. That one. I love that. It's underrated. Nobody talks about it. Dwayne McDuffie was a godsend. He was amazing for the time we had him here on Earth. Then he went, he did a lot of television. The last work he got to do was the animated version of the Tower of Doom. Tower of Babel, I'm sorry. It was called Doom. Tower of Babel is what Mark Waid's issues were called. My favorite writer, probably Grant Morrison. I really enjoyed their run on Justice League. I thought it was awesome. JLA, sorry. I thought it was phenomenal. And there are some, like Joe Kelly. I love Joe Kelly's run too, but I think Grant Morrison's run was a little bit better. I think the bots were waiting for you to hit 70K. Now it has become self-aware. That's creepy.
Which Batman Omni would be the best to start with? Snyder?
Capullo? The beauty of starting with Snyder Capullo is that you only have one other Omni to get. So there's 2 Omnis to collect that particular era of Batman. That's why it's good. But I mean, it really depends on your taste. I really enjoyed things like Road to No Man's Land and No Man's Land. So
we do. Well, I read novels.
She reads more than I do. Yep.
I just finished the second book in the 2001 Space Odyssey series by author C. Clarke, and I'm currently reading the Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I can't say that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I like both comics and novels. Juggernaut says love sales art. Thanks. The bot is the worst NMC story arc since Fiona Staples.
At least Fiona Staples lied to me.
The beauty of Loeb and Sale Batman Omnis, you don't need to buy anything else. Well, there you go.
No, because then you'll want to read that Darwin Cook Catwoman omnibus. Then you'll want to get the Hush Absolute or the Hush hardcover because you like them.
How come people hate on DC for expanding the Super Sons Omni, but people are okay with Marvel expanding Squadron Supreme or Captain Britain Omni or DH expanding an On Amazing Screw-On hit? I couldn't read it.
I don't know. I can't answer. I don't speak for people. I speak for myself. I think maybe the fact that it was too soon. There had been some years between Captain Britain. I mean, it was out of print for how long? Over a decade, right? And same thing with Squadron Supreme. Been about 7-8 years in between printings. With Super Sons, I think it was just 2 years between the two. Maybe that's why. Like I said, I don't speak for everybody. Maybe that's why people don't dig it or why they hating on it. With Amazing Screw-On Head, I used to have the standard edition hardcover. This is the first time it's been released in library edition, I think. That Black Widow comic should...
What Black Widow comic should I get for new readers? Excuse me. Was thinking Daily Origins. You?
Kelly Thompson's run. I swear. I think Kelly Thompson's run. Or Black Widow by Mark Waid and Chris Samney. I think both of those are excellent for new readers. 100%. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about Captain Britain. How dare you?
Let's see. So Josh cannot recommend Go Trek and Felix series. They are just fun, pulpy stories in a fantasy series. The novel I just finished. Wait, you can't. So are you recommending or you can't?
You cannot recommend.
They're just fun, pulpy stories in it. Like,
you cannot recommend them enough, maybe? Gosh dang it, Josh.
It sounded like you like it with the second sentence.
Finish your sentences, Josh.
I have not read Rendezvous with Rama by Arthur C. Clarke. Thank you for letting me know, because I love Arthur C. Clarke and Isaac Asimov and Ray Bradbury. Yes, I did read Childhood's End because, and actually it was okay, because of Xenogears, the RPG from the 90s. Borrowed a lot from it. I was like, well, I've got to read it. Okay, Josh said I am recommending it.
Okay. Question for you both. Favorite Spider-Man Omni, favorite Spider-Man writer and artist?
Spider-Man versus Venom, I really like. And I mean, it's a toss-up between Straczynski and name lost.
Which one?
Melanie. And no, but Uncle Stern too. Oh, I can't pick it.
Uncle Raj, Uncle Stern, you're so cute.
Well, what? I call him by his last name. And I really like
Bagley.
Yes, I like Bagley, and I like shoot Spawn.
Oh, Mark Silvestri.
Spawn.
Oh, Jim Lee.
Shut up.
You're asking for help, and I'm trying to help you.
Spawn.
Oh, Sam Keith. Maud McFarlane.
The Godfather.
The Godfather. Marlon Brando?
Stop it. There's my answer.
Okay.
Demetrius Melody. Yeah,
God McFarthing? That's awesome.
What is his name?
My favorite artist, I don't know why Melanie didn't go with this, is Todd McFarlane. He drew Spider-Man. Surprised she didn't go that route. Favorite Omni would probably be the Melanie McFarlane Omnibus. That was my youth. Although my favorite writer is Roger Stern. Yeah.
Oh, definitely. Just in general, in terms of artists and favorite authors, Kentaro Miura's up there. Toby Mac. Toby Mac. There's Toby Mac.
Who's Toby Mac?
And I never like his songs the first 5 times I hear them. And then they kept.
They'll get cheese with that straight up gangsta answer right there.
I care about Cat Ridden and can't wait for Knights of Pendragon Omni.
Heck yeah, baby. Look at the bear.
Are you a Spanish conquistador?
That was my name before Uncanny Omar. It was Conquistador Omar. But then I realized I didn't conquest enough. So now I'm just Uncanny.
Rendezvous with Rama. Ranma was the only Clarke I read because it was so slow and boring that I thought all his novels would be similar. No, so far the first 2 books in the Space Odyssey series, 2001, 2010, they are a little slow, but I don't mind because it's all geeking out about the beauty and wonder of space and science, and there's still a narrative going on. So I recommend trying 2001 Space Odyssey.
Knights of Pendragon, baby. What happened to NMC? The chat is full of pushing agenda people. Are we losing our positive community? I don't think so. I'd see a lot of bots there, and I think that was just a couple of people's opinion. There's still a lot of other people that don't agree with that.
Mm-hmm. I think, our branding positive, honest community is like to discuss things without going into hate and just canceling. Yeah.
I think it's okay to have a difference of opinion as long as you have, your own thoughts. That's okay. I don't see a lot of people talking right now, though. I'm a lot of help. Thanks. I like to brand myself that way. I can be a lot of help. Matthew,
I can be a lot of help.
You're my top 20 favorite artists I know.
Matthew.
And I know a lot of artists. Cycle.
Hi, Cycle Cleveland. Hello.
3 favorite Jeff Johns runs. Oh my goodness. Let's go here. Oh my gosh. Is that guy back with Ultimate Spider-Man? It's the best-selling comic of all time. He chose a different name this time.
Oh, he's gaming.
Dude, I thought you were good old boys. Was a good Chad boy.
Remember.
We've already discussed that. JSA, Green Lantern, and Flash. Those are my favorite 3. Favorite Superman writer and artist. Oh boy, that's a hard one. I honestly really like Jeff Johns' run, but I like Kurt Busiek's run on Superman as well. Louise Simonson's phenomenal. She did a great job on Superman. Roger Stern. But favorite artist, that's I gotta go old school. I gotta go with John Byrne. Kurt Swan. John Byrne.
Eric, so you're asking if there's been an issue Patreon recently. First of all, thank you for trying to join, but your card got rejected and the card's okay. Have you heard anything?
No, that's the first one. Do me a favor, Eric. Shoot me an email and we'll see if we can get that solved. Thank you again. Seriously.
Because Omar is the tech help for Patreon.
Yeah. No, we're all still very positive that my agendas are the best agendas and David should be listening to the only agenda I know that Rebel by Design has is her agenda push Dazzler down everybody's throat.
Somebody's asking if you have the Dragon Ball Z box sets, and he does.
I do, yeah. I'm seeing a lot of redacted messages and bots, though. That's all I'm seeing. It's hard to keep up with the chat that way.
Oh, I don't see
but the
redacted messages.
But the what's it called?
Eric, try paying in Dogecoin next time. Oh, I don't microwave my tea anymore. Actually, I haven't.
People will never forget you owning up to microwaving your tea.
And it was in a measuring cup too. Well, go enjoy that rhubarb.
Yuck.
Let's see.
With respect to all your other agendas. Here you go. Go up. I see you, Big Stu in Orlando. Do you see me? This is a test?
He was asking earlier about the schedule
for
this week.
I don't know yet, honestly. Tomorrow's Sunday edition of Ice Cream Man. And
oh, how appropriate. You're so clever.
I made that joke earlier. And Monday, I think my top 10 most wanted absolute editions. Tuesday's the trades. Wednesday, some Dark Horse books, I think. And then Thursday is the live stream with Curtis and I talking about the Marvel Epic Collections from May to July of 2023.
Mm-hmm.
I just kind of came up with that on the spot. So there you go, Big Stu. Thank you for asking. Look, people are like, you microwave your tea.
Well, the water, not the tea itself, just the water. Oh, yeah. And I bought a tea kettle and it's all good.
Please don't try to cancel my wife today. Gosh, dang it.
Ray is saying thank you because you're the reason I got to New Mutants and X-Men.
Oh, you're welcome, Ray. Sorry, your comment was drowned by these idiots. These idiots right here. What is happening?
Does it change? Is it the exact same thing?
No, I just banned that person.
Yeah, I know. I blocked the users, but so the bots change.
Thank you for letting us know the bots are back. Your favorite Marvel game? Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Yep.
Although X-Men, the 6-player arcade game, is solid too.
Beat 'em up, some kind of except the new Ninja Turtles one is fun, even though I'm not good at it. I can't do moves. I just button mash.
Omar, what are your thoughts on Irredeemable Kickstarter? If you want my uncensored views, I did that in the AMA last time, and I am not happy with their answer of it's gonna cost more money to print these books in a bigger format, and it's gonna take more time. Yes, it is. That's why you're doing a Kickstarter. I think by now something's going on. Arcade One Up just announced that Marvel vs. Capcom 2 cabinet yesterday. Dude, I know. I saw that. What did Bar do? What did Bar say? River City Girls is an amazing game. That's not Capcom.
It is. I quit, though. But it is an amazing game.
Who is your favorite DC and Marvel comic book character that doesn't have powers and are just human? I mean, if you...
It's a good question.
Hal Jordan doesn't have powers, right? And neither does Kyle Rayner. He has the ring. Is that powers?
No, that's not the spirit of the question.
Booster Gold is a dude. Well, no. Okay. Okay, so just humans.
Who is Gotham Central is your favorite?
Oh, God, yeah. Renee Montoya. But then that's not fair because she eventually becomes something. I don't want to spoil what happens. Commissioner Gordon. There you go. Commissioner Gordon. Oh, no, wait. I forgot about that story. Oh gosh. Okay. Alfred. There you go. Alfred.
Oh, good answer. Nightwing. No, that's not the spirit of the question. I know technically.
Marvel.
Aunt May. J. Jonah Jameson. I like Jameson.
Misty Knight before she got that freaking metal arm. No, I can't even choose Misty Knight. Gosh dang it.
While you're thinking, Paul, yeah, I did a top 10 favorite Spider-Man issues, or was it moments? I can't remember. I did last year.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Bring me pictures of Spider-Man.
Do you recommend love chats?
Apparently I do. I bring them out in people. I hope they're at least smashing the like button before they get blocked.
Kenneth, I think he answered that question, right?
Which one?
About favorite Superman writer and artist?
Yes, I did.
Was it
didn't you say Nightwing? Yeah, but Nightwing is like Melanie said. His butt has superpowers.
Yes, it does. That should be a poster. That butt's got superpowers. Top 5 adult dating sites.
Sounds like I wouldn't know. I'm a married man. I don't know. They're smashing something, but not the like button. Thanks, Psycho Cleveland. Can always count on you. I do listen to hip hop and rap, man. Dude, my jogging tracks are full of anime songs, 80s hair metal bands, hip hop and rap.
Very eclectic.
It's all over the place.
Guess who's being some more
sent
some more custom drag goodness on Monday. Congrats again on the 70K subs.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. I'm pushing the agenda of respecting the hyphen. My boy's name is Spider-Man, not Spider-Man. This is true.
Right? And with hashtags, you can't put the hyphen in it. It bothers me.
Hi, Omar and Melanie. Any chance of an amazing Spider-Man by Michelini and Bagley Omnibus? That's one of my most favorite ones. So I hope one day I get to announce that. Lois Lane is a great hero, and she does not have superpowers.
Good answer.
Silver Age Lois Lane did get some superpowers, though.
Logic? Isn't that?
Yes.
Are there more than one Logics?
Maybe. Yep. His butt has superpowers. Omar. Yes, that should be on a t-shirt. Omar, the best of part of Stern's Avengers run, I think 255 to 285 with Buscema, Palmer. Those were my childhood Avengers issues, brother. First issue of Avengers was 274. First Cap issue was 323. 1986, when I started, such a great time for comics. And I think that's what we regard as the best time for comics, right?
Childhood.
It's your childhood. Because that feeling, we want to recapture that feeling. So, yeah. And I forgot, Roy is right. Rebirth Lois Lane had powers too. But that didn't last. No, it did not. One issue, I think. Lois' powers attracting marriage proposals. And getting kidnapped. Not so much often.
Those Master B's going to Wu-Tang.
We saw Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
We saw Wu-Tang. And I saw Nas
ticket
with me next. Are you serious? Where are you going? Just out of curiosity. Hey, Omar, do you advise buying the King in Black Omnibus? If you like that event, absolutely. Yeah, that has everything. It has all the miniseries. It has the main event. It has the Venom tie-in issues. If you want just the Venom side of things, then get the Venom Omnibus by Donny Cates, because that will collect the King in Black miniseries too.
He was asking how many announcements are coming out this week.
You're welcome for that Invincible, man. It's so good. It's so good. Let's see. this week, I don't know. It's up to Marvel, and it's up to me to kind of space them out a little bit. Can't have one every day. Then people get burned out or they miss some. So there'll be one tomorrow. And if you're on Patreon, you get early access to that today. And probably one on Tuesday. Can't wait for Superman Space Age to be collected. Easily my favorite Superman comic this year. Seriously? Is that the one by Mike Allred? Wait. Michelle reads comic books in Spanish.
I was just about to go to that one too.
Oh, It's pronounced Nos. No shade. Nas. Nos.
So Michelle, that's Omar read. He read. Never mind. I'm totally misreading the comments. But anyway, that you read comics in English when you didn't know English.
Yeah, to learn English.
It
helped me learn.
Bert, thank you again for the super chat. Omar getting pumped up to Cruel Angel Thesis. I'll give that 2 thumbs up.
First of all, that is in my jogging track. I love listening. That's the intro to Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, I got a lot of Bleach in there too, man. A lot of Bleach intros.
Oh man, Bleach intros were good.
Fist of the North Star, the classic Fist of the North Star. None of this new stuff. Just
the
trailer for Grim Guardians Demon Purge from Mega Man. What? It was a Castlevania style game with some Mega Man. No, I did not.
Where hell? Do you have on the run your jogging soundtrack, the Berserk anime opening?
You okay, Melanie? You wince when you move in your chair.
Oh, I did. I don't know why I did.
Why'd you wince?
I guess I'm uncomfortable. I don't know. But thank you for asking.
So, I was thinking, if these absolutes are like the Epic collections. No, DC absolutes are hardcovers and really tall and big. And Epic collections are more like trade paperback and soft covers, right? And standard size. And that's Great Teacher Onizuka, right?
Yeah, it's Great Teacher Onizuka. That face. John Carlos.
Dude, I was thinking about you the other day.
Chat. Okay, so first time I'm catching this live in a while due to working overtime. Had my first kid, Christopher. That's right. 3 months old now, and I can't wait till we watch these live together.
Oh, thanks, man.
For the hard work. Oh,
dude, congratulations. Not on working overtime, but that first kid, those moments, those first few months, oh my gosh. Absorb them, dude. Have those memories in your head forever.
Amanda had to go somewhere for work for just a few days, and she's like telling her baby, please don't start walking during the time that I'm gone, because wow, things do change.
Will you guys review the Paper Girl show? Yeah, I'll probably review that with Amanda. I'm about halfway done. I stopped watching it to watch Sandman, though. So
yeah, I'll join in with that.
Yeah, so people are saying congratulations to you, John, as well. If you can't
Mike is saying cheers. How about that?
Cheers. He's drinking one for you, John.
Yes. Let's see. Hey, Transcendent Travis. Omar, you've talked a lot about how September's Omnigeddon, but
that's all November, brother.
Yet? That's my Omnigeddon. I have like 14 Omnis, including trades or Dell HCs.
So it's gonna be hard in September and November for a lot of the. Well, October's gonna have some slipping in there too, because a lot of the delays. That's where the books are heading. It just happened that way, and it's one of those things. Do they go ahead and release them? And I think most retailers are like, yes, please.
It's okay, John. Let's get a couple more questions.
Oh, yeah. 12:58. Marvel does not have a hardcover the size of an absolute, correct? No, they did have those big monster-sized books, which they don't do anymore. They have the gallery editions, too, which are freaking beautiful. I love those books.
So what are we currently reading? I did talk about the novels earlier in reading, but comics-wise, I'm reading Batman Urban Legends, so that before reading Zdarsky's Batman.
Oh my gosh, I've been reading so much. A lot of Fantagraphics and Dark Horse stuff, a lot of the Marvel trades. As far as manga, though, I did, and I'll probably do an overview of The Girl from the Other Side. That book was awesome. Like that smash button, please. Like that smash button.
Yeah, thanks. That's our new thing.
Wayne G finally made it. I don't drink, but I'll try and get some sleep on John's behalf. There we go.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on John Byrne as a writer? I feel like he's underrated. I love his stuff that he did on Fantastic Four. His Fantastic Four is some of my favorite Fantastic Four. Alpha Flight, same. Yeah, absolutely. I think he's a great writer.
Oh, good, Adam. You're saying the Batman Art Legends from Zdarsky is so good. My tablet died in the middle of reading the first issue.
The Adamantium edition, yeah, those big Platinum edition books, those are huge books as well.
Wait, Arjude's got a good question.
All right, one more question. That's it. And we do have to get going because I got to meet this guy. Super great show and live stream as always. Thank you, Kenny.
Where is
it?
Good. There.
Omar, is the new Absolute Swamp Thing worth it, or should I stick to Alan Moore? Absolutely worth it. You know why? Because it's got Bernie Wrightson's artwork. Bernie Wrightson's artwork in it in absolute format, and it's got the truest colors to that original color as you can get. And at this time, I just want to remind everybody that we love you all. Thank you all for being here. Smash that like button on the way out. Check out cheapgraphicnovels.com. And if you tell them the Mint Condition sent you their way, they give you free shipping on your next order if it's your first order. Everyone have a wonderful weekend. We will see you next Saturday live, and I'll let you all know on social media if Amanda and I can go live with Melanie if you want to review Sandman.
Yes, I do.
On Friday. Okay? Stay healthy and safe, everyone.
That will be the thumbnail.
Much love.
Bye. Stay minty.
Stay minty.
And there we